Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Morning for me. Still in my PJs. Yeah, sorry. I'm in a teddy. It's a sleepy Ted on here. And this is my teddy. My onesies. Right? I like them best when they have a trap door. You don't have to get frozen by taking everything off, you know. How goes it today? Such an emotional week for me so far. And a draining. This is also part in my cycles where it's just so fatigued too that I'm just completely wore out and drained and would like to maybe sleep for a week. Could really use a nice massage. Got, you know. Did I introduce myself yet? Look at me carrying on already. Hi, it's me, Wingish name Baby Jackie Quack, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman, your friendly freaky ass medicine woman, and Christiana and Chrissy Cars Superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome. You beautiful divine beings right here too. So glad to have you here with me. So glad to be here with you. How goes that? We're in the hump day. You know, how do you get yourself over the humps? We do. We all come to these times in our, you know, it's a midweek. We gotta push it through. Hey, they say in the auto industry to buy a Wednesday car. You know, is this a draining day for you, or do you look forward to Wednesdays because now you're halfway through the week and yes, right? All downhill from here. We made it. Now, right? I don't know how you feel about that. I've taken Wednesdays as within Wednesdays and taken that time to, you know, it's my day for me. Slowly that's kind of been replaced again, but that's all right. Well, it's not replaced. It's, you know, anyways. Call it within Wednesdays, because at least one day to look within, right? Check in, what's going on in here. Midweek's a great time to do it too, right? What's going on in me this week? You know, what do I need to shift? How can I look at something differently? Is there boundaries I need to place down and I can practice for the rest of the week? Or whatever that is. Or do I just need to party tonight with Mike show live on the Facebook, huh? Cool guys, right? Like, dream come true. Yeah. That was awesome. Anyways, sorry, that was a flashback. I don't know if you've seen that, but I went to the open mic there on Sunday. I took myself out, right? Me, myself, and I. And, yeah. Got to sing my favorite song with them. Oh, I want to sing that song that I've shared earlier, the one that I wrote. But I don't have music. But they said that maybe they could strum along behind me. But I'm not. My voice is still, you know, sinus infection and sinus mucosal disease, so it's still... and I've been smoking a little more too. So it gives me that nice raspy, right? I say, I'm trying to get through to you. Look at that. Like, I got nothing up my sleeve. Boop. Holy jeez, I'm a magician, didn't know it. I made that disappear. It went in my sleeve and now it's not coming out. Aha, you see. Weird. Oh, that's me. Okay. What are we going to do today? Flip some cards. Kids aren't up for school yet. I'm just so drained. I think I gotta stick this one in my pocket. Right? It's like the light coming through. You're in the darkness, but look at how that light breaks through, right? That love starts coming through. And you shine. I feel like maybe that's why I'm drawn to that for myself. Anybody else feel like that way? You know, this darkness has been surrounding you, trying to bust out of that darkness, that dark cloud that surrounded you for so long. right? And you start breaking out little bits at a time. Start shining. Looks like a little star there, right? A little starburst in the heart, that love. Focus back on that love and keeps building. Right? Look at that. Interesting. Anybody else feel like that? It almost looks like a little lightning bolt in there, and it cracks you wide open, right? Because it cracks where the light gets in. Almost looks like a little crab there. That's funny. It's like a personal stone for me. Aha! Cool. Cool. Thank you. Huh? Right. Hi. How you doing? You know, yeah, see? At least I can laugh at me. Been through the ringer. Almost lost my mind. Trying to get it back. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Just a quickie. Stay quickie. I was up so early, tried to go to bed early, and then I get up really early. I had a reputation for always sleeping in. I didn't. It's because I barely just got to bed. That's why I slept late. It wasn't like sleeping in and all this sleep, right? It's because I didn't get sleep, so my body would catch up. Because I'm actually a pretty early riser. Now I can't even, I have to get up. I have to get up when I wake up like that. Mother Earth. Tapping into that source. Your sustenance. Takes care of us. Gotta give back and appreciate where we came from and what, hey, what's helped support our life. Back to Mother Earth. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was always an early riser, but I got this reputation for not being a morning person, and as we're talking about reputation, my reputation's totally, I have many. I used to think that the biggest one, and that was congruent with me, was that I was an honest person with very strong integrity. Thought that one would always, you know, no matter what, right, that shine through. I'm honest, I have strong integrity. I don't judge others. This is not my place. If I find myself judging, I question, am I judging somebody now? What right do I have to judge anybody else? I have no right. Nobody has any right to judge anybody else. No right. No right at all. It's not our place for judgment. Because what does that do, right? This makes me right, you wrong, whatever. Leaving it all open. Again, then it's all that fighting. Leave judgment to God and the judges. Huh? We're human beings too, so if they're making their judgment, they should connect with spirit or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting my pain in there a little. I don't know. I don't know, I'm just tired. These are totally my fatigue days. I just want to sleep for a week. These are the days when I'm like, wow. Feel like, wow. Nice cushiony room. Jacket that makes me feel loved. Oh, my eyes are watery now. It's just sadness too, right? When we get tired, we're more susceptible to those sadness, those feelings going on in there too, right? So, well, centered. Let's find the center. Maybe we'll do the medicine wheel spread, maybe. Just 3, the balancing. Oh, and that reading yesterday. I love that when that, is it the 2 of cups, 2 of bowls? I mean, it looked like I was talking about balancing male and females, right? So you can take that as that partnership, finding that true love. And that true love, falling in love with others too. It's not just in those intimate and like couple relationships, but you know, you fall in love with your family, you fall in love with your friends. Falling in love is not just about, you know, oh, and then the 2 people get married, right? It's not, We limit ourselves with that love. As humans, we really limit love. Like, love is love. And it's not reserved just for, love everybody. Right? I love that song. Beosier. Fall in love just a little bit every day with someone new. Right? Oh, I just love that. Love with every stranger. The stranger, the better. And for me, love is not sex, okay? Love is everything. God is love. Love is God. Love is life, laughter, sadness, all the full gamut of human emotions. I've always been in love with love, right? So, and that's okay. In love of all kinds, not just one kind of love of all kinds. You look at it in just the whole basis of love. That's what I try to reflect the most, that beauty of that love that's out there, right? The rain's coming down. I love the rain. I just love. Right? Even when everybody thinks to hate or whatever, not everybody, I don't mean to generalize. That's a hazard of having to explain yourself all the time. I got caught up into that. Feel and displaying that you're worthy just as anybody else. And we're trying to explain that to myself, even with my source and everything telling me all that, because those messages were so strong on the outside that, I wasn't accepted in these ways. Only if I acted this way. So, since little, I got happy, celebrate others' happiness. This is right. It makes me glow. That feels good, because then it doesn't feel like I'm going to get arrogant. My head's going to swell up too much. So let me just share in yours shining and stuff like that too. Let me help you shine that light, because hey, I know that amps me up too, and I feel good. Even if I don't need credit. It's not the credit for it, because I already know in my heart, right? I'm those one that plug those parking meters or take my ticket back and put it back in there. I'll never see the person that gets it afterwards. I have no idea who they are. It's not why I do it. And I'm not doing it so that I get in the good graces of God either. The only reason, and it's purely because it feels good. It feels good to know that, you can have a positive impact on people. You can bring a smile to their face. You can be a pure channel of love. I don't know, that's just what I always pray for. It's always my intention, right? See that action. I'm a joyful person. That's where I see my needs I can fit in. Right? Let me be joyful. Right? Because it's so beautiful out there. It gets contradicting when I'm going through this other stuff too. And then you appreciate when you have that sadness, because you feel deeply. Right? Feel deeply. Feel deeply. Anyways. What were we doing? Right, let's pull ourselves all together. A little squirrel. I mean, lots of squirrels in the backyard. It's beautiful. It's my little forest back there. Not mine. Doesn't belong to me. You stake no claim. Calling in all of our directions from the east, path of illumination and clarity, the place of man, the place of fire. Call in all of our energies from the south, the waters, the emotions, place of the child, the place of innocence. Calling back all of our energies from the west, the earth, the physical, the woman, introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north, the mental, the wisdom years. walk the red road, our earth walk, right? Discover all of our abilities. Oh, look at this body, what this body can do. Hey, this belongs to me. I can reach out and grab things, right? All right, let's go up to the north where we go as adults with the wisdom years, where hopefully we're learning, and sticking to that integrity and living in that impeccably, right? No matter what anybody says, we do the right thing even when nobody's looking. And then I'm sorry if that bangs on your head. I noticed that a couple times. East to west, right? That is the blue road of spirit that's always with us, east to west. To get that earth connection, right? Those two eagles up there soaring, right? Because we do need each other, but we are fully whole as we are, right? As individuals. But we're individual, so we get that individual, and then we join, and we unite all. Not making all the same. How boring. How boring. We're going to be all different and have our expression. Ha! Isn't that funny? I didn't even look at that card first. How boring. We're not going to be all the same. We got to all express ourselves at the unique divine expression that we were made to be, that Source made us to be. He didn't create us to all be the same. He, she, whatever, right? If we were supposed to be all the same, we would have been made that way. So discover that unique expression that is you, and love who you are and shine true to who you are. Because we want to be loved and accepted for who we are, but if we never put that out there, never show that, how is anybody ever going to know who we truly are? How can we get upset if nobody knows who we truly are if we don't show that? How are they going to see through if we have a very good mask? Right? I have a very good mask for being like strong and whatever. Now that I've moved here to Peterborough, I don't know. Anyways. Above. Below. And within. Okay. Well, spread them out. Let's spread them out. Let's just do the overall first. So the main card, and then we'll go to the left and rights. And the woman, where are we at? 1723. We're going long, but whatever. Human being, we have these days. This is me on my journey, going through healing from the abuses that I've gone through, and recognizing and not looking for, not claiming, not a victim, right? It's understanding. It's not looking for blame, so I go tit for tat, whatever. It's getting to know and understand myself more and what my little needs, what my little didn't get, right? What my little wasn't able to express, or maybe did, and then whoop, got shut down, whatever that was, right? And then showing an example of that for you, how to process and go through these emotions. You feel it to heal it, right? I had a very tough day on Monday. That was very tough, very emotional. Friday. There's lots, so feel it. If I just stuff it, that doesn't help. We used to just go numb. That doesn't help either. I just saw something. Am I strong or am I numb? Right? It was my strength, my ability. I could go numb and not feel it, right? But it's still there. Your body remembers. It's a book called Your Body Keeps Score. I don't know the author right now, but it does. It has those memories. Okay, so overall energy. As we're in the middle of the week, the West is shield. It's taking that look within Wednesdays. It's taking a look at those goals. How far have you come? Like, you've achieved some? Like, I've got some. Right? I dreamed and talk about getting my physical space for me, begin with it. I've got that. So I've got the place to build on my dreams. It's been a slow, steady process, but it's there, right? The generous protectors, because I know I've prayed to my Creator. Help me. Right? These things come true because it's not just for me. I dreamt of this home for everyone. It's not just for me. I want to take care of myself and do my healing to help others, to be an example that you can too. There's nothing that I can do that you can't do. We can all do it. We might have different skill levels at it, but we can all do everything. Everyone can sing. Everyone can dance. Everyone can paint, write, and whatever it is. We might have different skill levels at it, but we can. We can do it, And especially with that singing, it doesn't matter. Your voice is always beautiful to your Creator. Look at our children, and they're always sound beautiful to us, right? So that protector is there. And when we're praying, asking, requesting, whatever that is, however you're putting that out there, wanting to manifest, when it comes from that pure, loving desire, not just to benefit yourself, but to benefit others too, that's when those things really come into fruition. You'll see that happen faster because it's not just for you. It's to help the world too, right? Because we see that we're connected. So I see when I'm benefiting myself, I'm putting on my own oxygen mask because I want to help others too. I don't want to be falling down. I don't want to be one of those ones that I've seen that's given out everything and then just sits back and complains and doesn't see the ones that aren't giving it to them. And then they're abusing those ones that aren't giving it to them, whether directly or not. We need to become aware of how we abuse others because abuse have just become, that's how it is. It's like a normal part of our society. You know, look, we go anti-bullying, but then we make the victims, because they're so sensitive to the name calling. Like, it just, some of the stuff is like really backwards. Is it just for like the PR or whatever you call it? You know, look, they've even got feet. Anyways. Excuse me. I know some kids got to get up here soon. I end up talking a little longer than I wanted, but that's okay. So that's what we're looking at, that introspection, that generous protector, and looking at these goals. Are these goals simply for us because, well, I want the house, I want the boat, I want the vacation life, and this is all just for my benefit, my family, just in my little tight knit, it's not something I want to spread around, right? So let's reflect on that, right? Introspection and the goals. This is within Wednesday. What are we looking at? Are you being that generous protector to your little? Because that's what our littles needs. We need to let them know. We're there. We got you now. What do you need? It's not, somebody hurt you. Let's go back. Don't worry. I got you. I'm going to get them back, right? I seen in my group when we did this thing, the family sculpting, I didn't want to yell. My little had seen enough yelling. So that's why it traumatizes me now. If I have to raise my voice to get my kids' attention, that traumatizes my little inside because there's too much yelling. Nothing gets heard. It puts up this automatic blocker, jars your spirit. It's not good, right? Unless you're cheering somebody on, you're in the crowd and you're yelling out those positive things. That's when I hear kitchen stuff going on. So think about that quieter, right? Truth does not yell. The truth does not need to yell. If you're yelling it, are you really yelling the truth? And sometimes we might believe it's a truth. It could be true to us, but that doesn't mean it is a truth. Let's reflect. Let's reflect before we go taking some action on that today, right? Because it is an introspection day. Introspection. Within Wednesdays, the female side, and look at that reflection that's out there. What reflection is coming back at us? Right? If we think about everything that we put out is coming back at us as a reflection, let's look. Right? We're created in the image and likeness of our Creator, the Source, whatever. Let's look out and see how that's reflecting through us. Let's see how that's reflecting back at us. What are we putting out there? What's coming? How are we deceiving ourselves? So are we projecting? Right? And then thinking that's a reflection? Is that making sense? I don't know. But that's what we need to look back on in reflection and pull back those veils and see how we've deceived ourselves. We think that we're a victim, that we have to go get them back, that we have to go teach them a lesson. You know what? When what the best revenge is a life well lived, right? Because sometimes that's what they want. Stir it up, stir crazy, because that toxicity, it just gets attention, whether it's positive and you're being given that loving to that toxicity, or you are raging at that toxicity. Either way, you're giving it your attention. So where are you putting your attention, right? Do you want to be a reflection of the love, or are you projecting the pain? Are you looking at the reflections of love or the projections of pain? Either way, right? You can say it anyway. Any way you like. Right. So what is that for he? And then the action we take on that as we're looking and seeing through those deceptions. how we deceive ourselves. It's all fully within. We're going within Wednesdays. It's not looking at these, right? If we're looking outside, it's just that reflection. And what's that reflecting back to us? And is it deceiving if we think that this solely is about, this has nothing to do with us, right? We had no part in that at all. Like as children, yeah, that abuse, we don't know. We don't recognize that we have that power. So it's not about fault or blame and to feel shame for that. Okay? But if we look, well, those ones that cause pain on us, well, where did they learn that from? Well, somebody caused pain on them. So were they just projecting what was projected onto them? So we got to stop. Where does it stop? Where does it end? Right? With us. So look at that. Reflections all within. How are we deceiving ourselves? What are we expecting from others? How do we hurt ourselves because others didn't live up to our expectations of them? What role did we want them to play in our lives? But that wasn't what they had in mind for their lives, right? Whatever. Reflect. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. Right, and that's that action. That's how we go take that responsibility. And we make that change. We take responsibility and change. See, the change comes when we see through those deceptions. 21. There's that reflections, right? Reflecting. What do we want to change? How do we get here? Reflecting on all the changes that have happened so far, right? Let's see what that's all about for you. Will that stay up there? I don't think so. But it'll sit back there. Ha! Anyways. So, that's the change. That's the action today. We make that change, that rites of passage. So we see, I'm just pulling out the cards together here at the same time. So we see that we need to let go of this cradle board. If we hang on to all those issues from the past, right, and that hurt little child, we don't give that hurt little child a chance to grow up. We don't protect that child, be a generous protector and show that child is safe to make those transitions. Well, we stunt ourselves. We stunt our emotional growth. That's how we've become a bunch of babies in adult bodies. Right? So we need to change that and reflect and see. Look inside what we've accepted, how we fooled ourselves and stopped ourselves from heading down our red road and following our own path. Are we trying to follow all the crowds and get on this path that's already too crowded because everybody's trying to take the same path? But there's so many paths to the same place. We all don't have to go the same direction. You know, and it's no secret. But some like to keep that secret. Some want you to believe that there's only one place because then they can control that. They can put tolls, they can put whatever. Because this is the only way to go. So some would like us to believe that's it, right? And even in smaller relationships, right? Let's keep this secret. You can only depend on me. Well, if I tell, you know, whatever that is, look at it on the smaller scale and the bigger scale. Look at it in your own life. It's self-reflection. It's within Wednesdays. How do you see that showing up in your own life? Right? Let's see. Oh, that guy falls down there. Anyways. Okay. So, yeah. See how that's reflecting in your own life and make those changes. If you got secrets, you know, are you keeping yourself secret? Keeping your talents secret? Let them out. You don't know who's going to grow from what you got to share, right? We all have a purpose or somebody we're going to help. Everybody, because we're all connected in that way. Even the monks up there all by themselves, right? They're being part of this world. They're making a difference in this world too. Just being them. Right? It's all that intention. What are you reflecting out there? What are you doing to be the change we need in this world? What are you doing? Right? Not looking at somebody else and what they're not doing. What are you doing? Because all we can control is ourselves. And are we really, really in control of that? We can ask God for help to control that too. Right? So have a look at that in yourself. That's the law. That's all we can control is ourselves. Right? All we can control is ourselves. And that dream time, you can also control your dream time. And we have that unlimited vision. When we see that, we tap into that. Look, 6 and a 6. When we see that, we can tap into that ourselves. Right? Spiritual laws govern over man laws too. Okay, it don't matter. What man makes, God can take away. Or whatever, right? And what can God do that man can't? What? I don't know. I'm getting too confused here. You know what I mean? So we have unlimited vision who we want to be. And we're the ones that's stopping us, right? That unlimited vision. Look inside. How to make all your goals and stuff come true. You know, don't keep all your talents and stuff a secret. Let it out. Don't just keep your art to yourself. Let it out. Whatever that is. You don't know how it's going to help. Trust and have faith that it will. Right? And let it go. Because that's the law. What you put out there will return. Will return. What are you putting out there? What are you putting out there? Alrighty, okay. Love you. Biggest heart hug ever. Thank you for being you. Shine your light through and everything you do. The world needs you. Love yous. Thank you. Put it all out there, my friends. Oh my. Okay, I'm knocking them all down. That's the way it's going to go. Because you wanted to see that. Get over the secrets. Stop deceiving yourself. Be that generous protector to your child within. Right? Children don't need to keep secrets. Love you.